Okay, I get it. Let me think. I guess it's my turn. Maybe it's time to put this on your sideburns. He say I'm bad. He probably right. He pressing me like button downs on a Friday night. I'm so pretty, like he on my pedal.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Janisharenee. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys from start to finish how I installed this HD closure unit from Wowangel. Okay, so here's the tea. I purchased this unit from Aliexpress. It's been a minute, so let's see what their packaging is like. So first off, we have some lashes. These are cute, a little simple, and elastic bands. They gave me a little beauty blender, and I also have a wig cap. And last but not least, we got our little hair clips, real cute and pink. Okay, cool, moving right along. So first things first, we are going to prep our unit to be colored. Any black wig, guys, any natural color wig, I always have to color it jet black. That is just my preference. So I'm going to start by using this Ebin adhesive spray to basically protect these knots from getting any darker, because we are going to go through and bleach those knots after we color our hair. So I just want to spray this adhesive all over our closure just so that it doesn't stain our closure. Not just the knots getting darker, but you don't want your closure to be stained either. So this is going to protect our closure from that. Next, we are going to take our blow dryer once it's fully covered in the adhesive spray, and we're just going to blow dry it, get it, just blast dry it, put your blow dryer on the hottest setting, and just make sure that it's dry. It's really important that the closure, the lace, is dry before we submerge the wig into the dye. And here's my big old hair pot. Disclaimer, this pot is only used for coloring hair, okay? Period. So for our color solution today, or our formula rather, we are using Adore, Jet Black, and Royal Navy. I seen someone on YouTube recommend this to get your hair like super jet black. I don't really measure like how much I'm squirting out. Just make sure that you do equal parts of both dye. Like that would be my best advice. Just use as much as one as you use as the other. Also guys, please note that even though I'm watercoloring, I am using boiling hot water. I think boiling hot water breaks up the dye the best, so that when we start mixing it, it's really broken down. I don't know if you've ever watercolored hair and then you have like dye like stuck in your hair because like you didn't mix it up good enough. Like, that's why I like to use boiling water. You don't have to. If you mix it up well enough, it will dissolve eventually. Like, the dye will dissolve in the water, but boiling water is best just because it just takes a lot less effort. So now that our color is like all mixed up, we're going to dump our wig in this water. We're gonna dunk it actually. Just make sure you fully submerge your wig in the water. Please do not be scared to get your lace in the watercolor, because we protected our lace in the beginning, so we're good. You don't have to worry about your lace being stained or anything like that. It's okay to get the cap of the wig in the water. You want all of this to be colored so that it's even and pretty. This is why I really love watercoloring so much. Like, the method is so simple, so easy. This probably took all of maybe 5 minutes. I mean, just the process of coloring the hair. As you can see, look at that water. It's kind of blue, kind of black, kind of green looking, honestly. But yeah, took no time to do this, and we're just gonna rinse it out with some cold water, guys. Whenever you color hair, cold water is best to retain that color in the hair. Do not use hot water or you're going to make the color bleed. As you can see, we're not bleeding. Look at that. We're rinsing and we're not bleeding much at all. That's another reason I love doing the watercolor method for quick things like this, because it just absorbs the color so easy and quick, and it's just such an effortless step to do with your wigs just to enhance the look of it. So don't sleep on it. Okay guys, so our hair is all rinsed out. and it's super clean. Next, we're gonna move right along into bleaching our knots. So for this step, I'm just using 1 scoop of powdered bleach, and then I'm also eyeballing again my, what is this stuff called? What do you call this? Developer. Yeah, so I just eyeballed the developer. You'll see me actually pour it in a few times just because it's really important to get this consistency right when we're bleaching our knots. Because if it's too runny, it's gonna seep through. We're gonna have blonde roots, and that is just not cute, not what we're going for. So take your time with this process. You really want it to where the bleach is not running off of your spatula. You want it kind of thick, but not too thick, because otherwise it'll take a really long time for your knots to turn. Okay. So now, you guys, I'm just going to take my little spatula, my little plastic butter knife here, and we're just going to basically ice our cake. That's what you want to think about when you're bleaching your knots. You don't want to press it too hard into the lace because, like I said, we want to avoid it seeping through as much as possible. So I like to think of it as like icing a cake. You know, we're just going lightly, trying to get an even layer, and we're covering this entire closure because just because it's a closure and not a frontal, we can part this thing anywhere. So we want to make sure our knots are fully covered. And it only takes about 20 minutes for this to do its job. Okay, now that all our prep work's done, let's get into this install. So I'm using Ebon Lace Tint in the shade Medium Brown. I am spraying this into the inside of my closure and also to my wig cap. Also, guys, I'm not really a bald cap method kind of girl. I'm really like less is more, okay? And it's a preference thing. This is just me. This is just how I do it. I also want to note that once I put all that makeup on, I do go in and blow dry it again. Like, even though there's no glue or anything, or adhesive, I'm blow drying like the makeup that I spray. I just want to make that note because it will move around and it will get messy and transfer. So, and we don't want that. So make sure you blow dry it. Another thing, you guys see these little corner tabs on our closure? We don't need those. We don't need those at all. So take that wig off and cut that little piece off because it's really just in the way and it's going to keep our closure from laying flat. Okay, so in this clip you see that I've cut it off and just so much flatter, we don't need it. So we're going to go ahead and start cutting our lace. I always use a razor for this just because we don't want any like super straight lines, and using a razor as opposed to scissors is always going to give you that seamless look every single time. Every single time it's going to do it for you. Y'all are probably like, why is she cutting and she ain't even glued her wig down yet? Another preference thing, guys, I do not, for some reason, this makes more sense to me to go ahead and cut it, like before I glue it down, just because I've tried gluing it down first, and I just feel like I have a lot of lace to cut off after, if that makes sense. So for me, this gets like the most accurate representation of my hairline than gluing it down and cutting it first. I just like doing this first. Okay guys, so next we gonna push that lace back a little bit. Right above our hairline, we're gonna start spraying our Ebon adhesive spray. I believe this is in Extreme Hold. Just know it's the black bottle. I switch between the black and red often. I hate for y'all to see how messy I am with this. I'm normally better. Pro tip, I noticed some people like just spray a little bit on their finger or something like that and then apply it, like when they're like trying to apply it for their units, which is probably a good idea because it can get messy. But yeah, just be careful because you don't want sticky residue all over your forehead. And yeah, you're just gonna blow dry it in. I don't do like a bunch of layers of this either. Probably just like 2 at the most for me. And then I'm just gonna go through and blow dry it, make sure it's like really, really dry. And also, I noticed we're using a lot of Ebon products. I just want to point that out, like Ebon, like sponsor me because yeah. And another thing I want to mention, while we blow drying this in, y'all, we have not even took time to appreciate this melt, okay? This unit. First of all, let me just say this. This is my very first HD unit ever. And I just want to shout out to Wowangel because they really did their thing. I haven't even really talked to you guys about the specs of this wig at all. I'm so sorry. But guys, it's 26 inches body wave. And the lace is impeccable. You see it. You can see, like, you have eyes. Like, you guys can see. Like, I don't even know what to say. But I've never had a wig this freaking, just look at that. It's just giving scalp. Period. Like, it's just giving scalp. I am shook. This wig was like super cheap. It was under $200. Like, come on now. I also forgot to mention, this is one of those TikTok made me buy it wigs. Like, I just kept seeing reviews on TikTok, and the girlies did not disappoint. Like, this wig is bomb. It is so nice. Also, guys, Wowangel actually seen my TikTok that I made about this wig. So I got a coupon code for y'all. I'm going to put it right here on the screen, and it will also be in a direct link to this wig in my description box. So if you really like it, check it out. Anyways, moving on. We are cutting our baby hairs now, and we're going to do what Arrogante taught us, you know, and we're going to curl that baby hair back just to give us that really cute, fluffy baby hair effect. You guys, I consider myself the Beyonce of baby hairs. Yeah, I know that seems a little extreme, but I just don't play when it comes to them, okay? And like, it takes time. It takes time for your baby hairs. It's such a tedious process. I probably uncombed these and restarted like several times. So if you don't get the baby hairs right on the first go round, it is okay. Like, don't be hard on yourself because you gotta tame them. You gotta make them work for you. I felt like they was a little too long, so I trimmed them up. And after I trimmed them, I like them a lot better. I'm using just like some mousse, some like foam mousse to like help me shape and mold them. I try to be like super strategic when it comes to them and just try to comb them all in the same direction just so that they look neat. Next, to seal the deal, we're just gonna blow dry those down, and we're gonna use our melt bands that I purchased from my beauty supply store. These little diamond ones are so freaking cute. I was like, yeah, I need that. These come in handy. I use these all the time now. They're just so cute and convenient. It just gives luxury, you know. I just love them. Next, we're gonna go ahead and start taking our pin curls out. I did do this, like, curling and styling the wig off camera. I just put some curls in, and then I put some clips to like hold them, and I just curled it with a curling wand. Nothing super fancy. I was just really going for like an effortless, like loose wave kind of look. I really just wanted some body in the wig. I also believe that I cut some layers. It's super cute and bouncy. It held the curls pretty well. Here, as you guys can see, I'm just cleaning up my part a little bit. I'm going to take some black eyeshadow and go along the sides. I find that is a lot neater than using like a black spray sometimes. Y'all, look at that melt. Like, don't play with me. Look at that melt. Like, it's just so pretty. It's just so pretty. The hair is just giving, period. Install is so clean and neat. I'm talking knots bleached to perfection. Oh, you guys, I also decided to be a little extra and add me a cute little braid in there because I'm just like, who would I be like without the dramatics? Also, at the time that I shot this video, it was super trendy to have you a cute little, what are these braids called? Fishtails. Yeah, it was so cute. That little cute messy look. Okay, guys, and we're pretty much done. Please let me know what you think. Like, I think this came out super cute and glamorous. You guys, for this to be my first time using HD lace, I'm obsessed, and I don't think I'm ever going back. I'm an HD girl now. Also, Wowangel really did their thing with the construction of this wig. I love it, and I will make sure to put all the specs below for you guys. Also, if this video was helpful to you, I just want to say thank you so much for watching and being here with me for the end. Like, I had such a fun time making this, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
He probably right, he pressing me like button downs on a Friday night. I'm so pretty, like he on my pretty.